Hello everyone. We are going to take a look at ductile detailing. So what do we mean by ductile detailing? So I'm going to try to explain the meaning of ductile detailing. Now, first of all, we need to break down this word. First of all, we need to know what is the meaning of ductile. Like, what do we mean by ductile? When we say a material is ductile, what do we mean by this? So first of all, I'm going to explain this. So what is ductile? So we say a material is ductile if the material is strong enough to resist the load that is applied on the material. So we say this material is ductile if the material is strong enough to resist the load that is applied on the material. So let's say, for example, if we take a material, let's say we have a woody material, and on this woody material we apply a force on the woody material. So we apply a tension force on the woody material. This wood is going to break suddenly because this material or this wood is a brittle material. So because this material is brittle, the failure is going to be quick. So we say this is a brittle material. So we say this is a brittle material if the material is not strong enough to withstand, or if the material is not strong enough to resist the applied load. So we can say this is a weak material, or we can call this a brittle material. So ductile material is when the material is strong enough to resist the applied load, while brittle material is when the material is not strong enough to resist the applied load. Let's say we have another material. Let's say this time around let's say we have a steel rod. So let's say we have a steel rod this time around. So let's say this is a steel rod, and we applied a force on the steel rod. We apply a tension force on the steel rod. This steel rod is not going to fail quickly. It is not going to fail quickly. If we keep applying load on this steel rod is going to slowly elongate. So it is going to look something like this. So it is going to slowly elongate, and at this point is going to be what we call necking. So this material or this steel rod is going to slowly elongate, and it will get to a point where the material loses all its ability to withstand the load. So after this point, the material is going to break, but this material is not going to fail suddenly. It will slowly elongate. That is, it is going to give us a sign that this material is going to fail. So this is what we know as a ductile material. So they actually give us sign that the material is going to fail. But brittle material, they don't give us any sign. The material fail quickly. So this is what we know as ductile, and this is what we know as brittle material. Now, let's take a look at the detailing aspect. So this is detailing. So what do we mean by detailing? So when we say detailing, we mean providing reinforcement. So let me write it here. So we mean providing reinforcements, or we can say providing rebars in the concrete structure. So when we provide reinforcement or when we provide rebar in the concrete structure, we call this detailing. And why do we provide reinforcement or rebar in the concrete structure? We all know that concrete, they are very strong in compression, but concrete are weak in tension. So because concrete are weak in tension, we need to provide some sort of detailing so that the tension part of the concrete is going to be able to withstand or resist the applied load. So because of this, we tend to detail our structure. So this is what we know as detailing, by providing reinforcements or rebar in the tension zone of the concrete. So detailing is when we provide reinforcement or rebar in the tension zone of the concrete in order to make the structure ductile, because concrete on its own is a brittle material. Because if we apply a load on concrete, this material, the concrete, is going to fail quickly, and we don't want that. We always want our material to be a ductile material. And how can we achieve this? We need to provide reinforcement. That is, we need to reinforce the tension zone in the concrete so that the tension part is going to be able to resist, or is going to be able to withstand the load when we apply tension force on the load. So now, what do we mean by ductile detailing? Now you know what is ductile and you know what is detailing. So ductile detailing, so let me write it here, ductile detailing. So we say ductile detailing is when we provide reinforcement to a material to make it a ductile material. So this is what we know as ductile detailing. So ductile detailing is, so let me write, is when we provide reinforcements to a material. So this material can be concrete, it can be any material. So when we provide reinforcement to a material to make that material a ductile material. So to make it ductile. So this is what we know as ductile detailing. Now let me give another example. Now let's say we have a building. So let's say this is a two-story building. If we apply a force on this building, now this force, let's say this is an earthquake force. So if there is an earthquake hitting this building, and let's say you are somewhere here, let's say you are on the second story. Now, if we don't provide reinforcement to this building, the earthquake is going to hit this building, and when the earthquake hits this building is going to suddenly collapse. The building is going to suddenly collapse because this is a brittle building. So this building is not going to give us any sign. It's not going to give us any sign that it is going to fail. So the building is going to fail quickly. And when this happens, of course, there are going to be a lot of casualties. There are going to be loss of life. And because we as structural designers, we don't design buildings like this. We don't design buildings so that when earthquake hits the building, or maybe when natural disaster hit the building is going to fail all of a sudden. No, we design our building such that when there is an earthquake, or when an earthquake hits the building is going to give us some sort of warning that it is going to fail. So this is going to be a ductile material. So let's say you are somewhere here. So let's say you are on the second story. Let's say you are on the second story. So if this same earthquake force is applied on this building, and we provide better reinforcement on this building, it is going to show this guy a sign that this building is going to fail. So you are going to have enough time to actually move from the second story to the ground floor, so that there will be at least less casualties. So this is why we design our buildings to be a ductile building, so that when earthquake hits the building, it is going to give us a warning that this building is going to fail. And how can we achieve this? We need to provide better reinforcement. We always try to stay away from brittle building, because brittle buildings not good enough. Brittle buildings, when hit by an earthquake or when hit by natural disaster, it collapses all of a sudden. So we don't want this. We always want our building to be ductile. So that is why we provide ductile detailing.